folks. So today is Sunday, February 9th, 2025. Um, the other day, well, a few days back, it was on Tuesday. What was Tuesday's date? Let me look at it real quick. Tuesday, it was the 4th. So it was like 2 days after last Sunday's weigh-in, and I done video on it, and this is what that looked like. Alright, folks, so I'm filming this a little early, but my slow Sunday episodes and weigh-in always come in on Sundays, but today is Tuesday, February the 5th, 2025. And yeah, you read that right. It is 3:23 a.m. in the morning. Now, I fell asleep around 9:30 p.m. And I got all those hours of sleep, and now I'm wide awake at 3:30 in the morning. So I just wanted to say I ate all those chaffles that you've seen on video lately, and then yesterday, I went and got the white bread, keto friendly version bread at Aldi's, and I had the double quarter pounder with cheese from McDonald's on that bread, and it was so good that later in the afternoon, when my wife got home from work, I had ran back out and I got 2 more double quarter pounders with cheese so I could share it with her on that white bread from Aldi's. That's how good that bread is, just so you know. But anyway, I noticed before I went to sleep around 9 a.m. I was tasting the ketones on my breath. You know, the same ketones that you get when you're doing very low carb or carnivore or even fasting for long periods of time. So keep in mind that yesterday I ate 2 double quarter pounders with cheese on a very delicious bread that actually works for me. Now, 2 days ago on Sunday, I weighed in, and it was 317.6 pounds. So I was right at 20 pounds of weight loss for the year just 2 days ago. So I weighed in a few minutes ago, and very interesting enough, I'll show you the weigh-in because I got to get the scale back out. I keep it under this chair here that people sit in when they come into my room. See the pork rinds sitting there? I haven't eaten none of those in a few days, but I keep the scale under that.
Hello. Please step on the scale.
And very interesting, the weight loss that has occurred just in the past 2 days. I can't.
Your weight is 317.2 pounds.
315.2 pounds. £315.2. So, yeah, 2 more pounds down since Sunday. Is it the chaffles? Is it the bread that I ate today, or is it a combination of the two causing this kind of weight loss early on in the week? Very early on in the week. I don't know, but hopefully we hold on to that till Sunday. But yeah, I'll keep you updated as this video goes along. All right, so you see that lost a few pounds there. Yeah, I lost a few pounds there. So the way I like to do things is I like to keep people guessing a little bit here. Like I did 2 weeks ago before I done last week's weigh-in. I skipped a Sunday on weigh-in, so I could keep people guessing as to how the month of January was going to end. So with that being said, it's too early in the morning. I ain't prepared at all. I got noise going all through the house that I'm gonna have to shut off real quick. Don't want to attract none of those YouTube censorships. One second. Well, I got my mic. I can carry you with me and talk. All right, that's better. Cut some light on too, where you can see. Aim down just a little bit. Yeah, I like to keep you guessing. So you can consider Tuesday's weigh-in as a consolation prize as to how weight loss is going. So since this is technically the first week into February, yeah, you see weight loss is obviously going good, but I'd like to get under 300 pounds by the end of February if I can, because I lost 20 pounds during my first stretch through January. But you got to remember, I started a couple of days before the 1st of January even started, a few days into the end of December there, and then my last weigh-in, which was last week, a few days into February before I got that 20 pounds off. So a month doesn't exactly measure the amount of weight loss, so it took me some extra days in there just to get the first 20 pounds off, including the whole month of January. So February is a shorter month, so I'm not going to say I'm going to get under that 300 by the end of the month, but I'm going to try my best to get either under it or as close as I can to 300 pounds by the end of February. Did I keep saying January? It's too early in the morning. But I think you get the picture of what I'm talking about regardless. The comments still remain interesting. I get people arguing with me over the whole calorie talk. Listen, do research. Any study out there, there's studies on carbohydrates, there's studies on calories. calories wins out every time in every head-to-head study that they've done in each. Not to say that both of them are not good methods of weight loss, but people have a hard time accepting the fact that, hey, listen, if you're in a calorie deficit, it doesn't matter the food you eat. And I made this statement, and sometimes I can be a little extreme in my statements, that you can go on the candy bar diet, and as long as you're in a calorie deficit, you can lose weight, which is true. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's more than just carbs, and you got people out there putting out information like a calorie is not really a calorie. Whatever floats your boat. It's all technical. I don't care. All I can say is I'm using a combination of both methods in order to lose the weight that I'm losing right now. So to tell me that it's an uphill, I'm gonna have an uphill battle, is inaccurate. That's an inaccurate statement, considering the fact that, hey, I'm what, 22, almost 23 pounds down now. According to that Tuesday's number, actually might even be a little more than that. Might do a surprise weigh-in if I can get under 310 before next Sunday. But if I can't, I'll definitely let you know on next Sunday's weigh-in what my actual weight is upon that day. But yeah, I gotta keep it guessing. We're in a competition here, and even though it is a friendly competition, a competition nonetheless. So I gotta keep all my other rumblers guessing, to where I'm gonna be, and how involved they need to get to either catch up with me or stay ahead of me. Speaking of rumblers, we had a former rumbler from last year tempt me with some chocolate cake recently. I won't say no names, Zach. Claiming, that last year on the Rumble he lost 10 pounds and is maintaining that weight loss, and he challenged me to make a keto cake and wanted to see me do it. Tell you what, Zach, rejoin the Rumble. You have to give us a scale weight now, because this is how the Rumble works. There's not too many rules and regular stipulations to the Rumble, but the one rule, or listen, we got to have that scale weight in order to know where you are and where you're going from there, because just talking about it, is not enough, in my opinion. I throw them scale weights out for a reason, because I want people to see where I'm going. I seen a famous carnivore dieter out there put out a video recently of his 180 days, because I'm doing that 180 days too. Which is basically the first 6 months of the year. Talk about the weight loss that has occurred with them, but they just talked about it. I didn't really see no scale weights, so yeah, I'm just saying, that's just not going to be believable to people. You can't just talk about it and throw it out there in conversation. You got to be a little more involved than that. I mean, otherwise, if you don't see it happen, it's almost like it didn't happen, right? Okay. So that's why, the consolation prize that I give you today, since I'm skipping a Sunday scale weight, is very important, I got to stay in the heads of my competition. So yeah, Zach, rejoin the Rumble, buddy. We're glad to have you. You actually are pretty good at doing video, and pretty entertaining fella. I will say that about you. Yeah, you're pretty good about it. Now, you do that, and I will make that chocolate cake and eat it. Not the one you made, a keto one. one where I can track my calories. Make that very clear. Gotta be specific with that. But yep, I say all my friends, I like to see them be healthy, do their thing, and if I can be helpful in that type of way, then yeah, I am more than happy to do it. So rejoin the rumble. All right, folks. So I'm gonna let that hang for now. I'll cut you back on in a little while when Slow Sunday continues. Alright, so since we're not doing weigh-in on camera today, I'll give you a consolation prize again, since you already got one with the weigh-in. I got this here rotisserie chicken. I bought it at the grocery store yesterday. And I'm going to warm it up, and I'm just going to debone it, because I'm going to make something else out of this today, and it's just easier to fool with once it's rewarmed. So I'm gonna stick this in the microwave for a few minutes. Last night when I was at the store, cheated a little bit, got me some already diced up onion and bell pepper for this. And what we're gonna attempt to make here is a crustless pizza. So I want to get our vegetables sauteed and stir fried up a bit, and yeah, I got some mushrooms too. I mean, cause what's pizza without mushrooms, right? We're already doing away with the crust. I'll be doggone if we're gonna do away with the mushrooms. That ain't happening, cat. And these mushrooms will cook down. Water will cook out of them. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna add some of this here. This is my favorite seasoning to use right here. It's low in carbohydrate enough. Garlic and herb Mrs. Dash. One of my most favorites ever. It goes good in everything pizza and marinara related. I might need to add a little bit of oil. Look, y'all add the oil of y'all's choice. All I got is this here canola. It's pretty high in the calories. I know I gotta do better, but hey. This is dirty keto. That other oil is expensive. Get what I can afford, and it's just gonna have to be good enough. Reduce that heat a little bit now to a medium high while that cooks down a little bit. Just gonna stir fry this up till the vegetables become a little translucent. Alright, so the mushrooms are starting to release their water. They're not quite cooked yet, but we're making kind of a casserole out of this. I just want to start blending the flavors of the chicken and the vegetables together a little bit here. So I've added the chicken to the vegetables, and the mushrooms are not quite done, but they've started to release their water. And I just want to get all the flavor consistent with the chicken and the vegetables here. So I'm going to add a little more Mrs. Dash. Whoop. A little too much on that one side. Oh well. It's going to be flavorful. We'll just put it that way. And we'll just start to get all those vegetables and this chicken meld together here. So I've added the chicken to the vegetables, and the mushrooms are not quite done, but they've started to release their water. And I just want to get all the flavor consistent with the chicken and the vegetables here. So I'm going to add a little more Mrs. Dash. Whoop. A little too much on that one side. Oh well. It's going to be flavorful. We'll just put it that way. And we'll just start to get all those vegetables and this chicken meld together here. Alright, so my camera battery just died, but I think you get the picture here. So I'll do the best I can with my main camera. Latchkey cam that I call this one here. I've been using it since 2022, and the internal battery don't last as long as she used to, but that's been a good little camera. I used to film everything on this channel with that. Boy, the smell coming off of this. Ooh, let me tell y'all what. So I got my pizza sauce here, and it's got a few carbohydrates in it. I mean, it's 5 grams total, 1 gram dietary fiber, so it is what it is. It's dirty keto anyway, and it's only 30 calories per serving. If I was to make a creamy version of this, like an Alfredo version of this, the calories would skyrocket. So yeah, that's why I focus on calories along with the low carb together. Calories being the main focus, carbs being the secondary. And yes, as far as I'm concerned, net carbs are okay as long as you're counting the calories with it. Even though some consider it an uphill battle. My numbers are going down. They're not going uphill, they're going downhill. That's all I care about. Just saying. Alright, so I got 2 of these jars of pizza sauce. I'm going to stir this first one in here, and just start incorporating the pizza sauce in with that. It's probably going to take both jars, but yeah, it's going to take both jars. But that is getting the job. Let me stir it in. I'll give you a view of this real quick. Now it's starting to smell like a little bit of pizza. Pizzeria. There's a lot of sauce left in that jar. I'm gonna do an old trick. Tiny bit of water. Tiny. I mean real tiny bit of water. Utilize that sauce a little better. Oh yeah, I've done the trick. And that just absorbed up into this mixture like There is no loose water at all. Here we go. Let me show you what we got here. Oh yeah, there we go. There's my mixture. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. Want a little more saucy than that. Good thing I got 2 jars of the pizza sauce. I'm gonna get me a casserole dish and we'll go ahead and preheat this oven to about 380. That sounds like a good number to me. I'm just making this up as I go anyway. Get me a casserole dish and my cheese out and put this in and top it and throw it in the oven once it preheats. Till then, I'm gonna let it turn that temperature down. Taste one of these mushrooms just to see if they're the consistency I like. Oh yeah, they're perfect. Perfect like that. Alright, so I got my mixture sitting in this casserole dish and we're still preheating. And I'm just gonna mix in this other jar of pizza sauce real quick. Get as much of it as I can out. We're just going to mix all this together. Get that pizza sauce over here to this side. Get some mixture over there to that side. Get everything well incorporated. Oh yeah, that's about the thickness I wanted it to be. I don't think I'm gonna need to even add any water to that other jar of pizza sauce because for some reason it same name brand, it just wasn't as thick and it came out a little better, but that is the consistency I'm wanting right there. That's what I'm looking for right there. Alright, so this will give you a little bit of a view of the pan here since I'm on my main camera, and see what we're doing here. We're just going to add in our shredded mozzarella. I cheated, got the already packaged can. I didn't feel like grating any, so I got the already packaged can. We're just going to spread it out on here. Luckily for me, if I have to grate up some, I got extra. 2 packs should do the trick though. Two packs should do the trick. Oh yeah. Pizza casserole is coming together. Yep. Yep. And you don't want to over cheese it anyway. So I think that right there looks pretty good. That looks good to me. I like it. I like it. So I got these here turkey pepperonis because they're lower in calorie, 0 carb, to use on top of here because it'll give it that authentic pizza look. And we're just gonna spread them all here and then bake it in the oven. And in to the preheated oven it goes. Alright, so it's been in the oven about 15-20 minutes. And it is done. Done as it's gonna get for me. I'm hungry. I'm gonna let this cool down for a minute because it is bubbling. And then we're going to plate some of it. And we're going to eat some of it. Alright, so it is moment of truth time here. And just going to get us a little scoop out of the corner there. I'm going to give it a little try out. So we got a little mushroom action there. A little pepperoni action. It's good. It's real good. And there's so much you can do with it. I feel like I've been eating too much beef and hamburger lately. I want to give it a break, and that's why I went with the chicken. But you could totally do like a steak pizza, like a Philly steak style pizza. Same method. It's almost like a Philly chicken with pizza sauce. It is good. It is real good. So there's some chicken, mushroom, the peppers, a little bit of cheese, whole 9 yards. Cooked to perfection. Cooked to perfection. Alright, so that was my little tester bite to eat with y'all on camera. This video's already gone on long enough. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. I'm fixing to get me a good sized plate of this and share it with my wife. Alright folks, that's all I got for this video. So until the next one, you folks have a good one.